In the case against Casey Anthony tonight, a bizarre motion from defense attorney Jose Baez.
He wants the prosecution booted off the case. WESH 2's Amanda Ober reports from the Orange County Courthouse, where she's learned that state attorneys have been taken off cases before.
I have in my hands a Florida court case from just last summer where a state attorney was removed from a case due to a conflict of interest. It has happened. Will it happen in the Casey Anthony trial? Experts say it's always possible, but not likely. Casey Anthony's team of lawyers is asking a judge to remove the state attorney's office from the case. Baez claims, among other things, prosecutors tried to throw him under the bus by encouraging the Florida bar to investigate Baez's dealings. FAMU law professor Ken Nunn says he's seen prosecutors taken off cases before, but he doesn't think it will happen in this case.
But unless there's some further evidence that, in fact, something unethical was done by the state attorney's office, I don't think so.
Also stirring up controversy this week, a reported request from the Anthony family attorney for George and Cindy Anthony to have a memorial service with Casey in jail. Brad Conway tells WESH 2 News all he intends to request is that George and Cindy be allowed to have a visit with Casey that is not videotaped. He said the three of them need a moment to remember Kaylee's death as a family. But the jail spokesman, Alan Moore, put out a statement today saying, quote, "It is highly unlikely such a request would be granted. Our consistent policy in regards to Casey Anthony's incarceration is to treat her no differently than other inmates in her custody." No date has been set yet for a public memorial service for little Kaylee Anthony. As for George Anthony, her grandfather, he remains at a hospital in Daytona Beach. It's expected he'll be moved to a facility closer to Orlando sometime later this week. In Orange County, Amanda Ober, WESH 2 News.
A judge could force Casey Anthony to appear at her next hearing this Friday morning. Her attorney, Jose Baez, had asked that she be excused, even submitting a waiver request signed by Casey herself. We're still waiting to find out how Judge Stan Strickland will rule on that request. Halifax Health Medical Center says Casey's father, George Anthony, remains in the hospital tonight. He's been there since his suicide attempt last Friday morning. No word when he may be allowed to return home. And take a look at what WESH 2 News found today. A Florida company that pulled its controversial Kaylee doll from the market is at it again. The company changed the name from Kaylee Sunshine Dolls to simply Sunshine Dolls. The doll costs $29.99 and sings "You Are My Sunshine," just like Kaylee did in her last videotaped moment. The company's website says all profits will go to charity. You can follow the case against Casey on our website, read up on the motions that will be heard later this week, and then this Friday, log on to watch the hearing live. You can also check out a case timeline. It's all there at WESH.com.